Hi, hello, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, I am planning to try and find as many of these new lore books that Starstable talked about in this latest update. We got like lore books, and I haven't looked for them. I'm recording this on Thursday. I didn't really have time to play yesterday, so I'm gonna go look for these lore books because I just love lore. I love to say I'm a lore player, but like I haven't really done quests in years, so I don't know. But I don't want to see these books. I want to see what they're about, and I just want to see how many you can find. I know there's supposed to be 5 here in Wildwoods, and then I think 8 scattered across the rest of the island. So I'm gonna see how many we can find today. And also like how long it's gonna take. Maybe I should put a timer so that I don't record for like 58 hours. I don't even have 58 hours to record. But you know, let's see. Not notes. That's not the right one. I want the one above. Stopwatch. Or stopwatch timer. Should we put like 30-minute timer? And then we can add a couple extra minutes if you want. Yeah. 30-minute timer started. Let's go. Okay, so I just want to see these lore books and basically just read them. I don't really know what, because I haven't spent a lot of time, obviously it's not gonna be in here, but in Wildwoods. Because I've been done with everything here for so long. Ooh. No, nothing's here. That, yeah. I haven't really had a reason to come here for so long. I sometimes come to races, but it's been a really long while for that too. So I'm not really sure, like, about where anything here is. This is definitely not. Oh, is that one? I think that might be one. I want to dismount. I want to get a close-up look. That's really cool. And like, that is the Wildwoods tree, like the mother tree, or what they call it. Yeah. So, like, are there gonna be pictures on all the books? Are they gonna be, like, based on the area? I don't know. The Foresters, written by Edith Octavia. That's her! That's the one I literally talked about in my last video. That's her. Heart something. Edith Octavia Hartwood. She's the explorer that went into Wildwoods and never returned, and I am convinced she's stuck in the tree. Are we actually... I literally talked about this in Tuesday's video. And I was like, oh, we're probably never going to get anything on her. Are we getting more on her or by her? I hope they're going to return and, like, do more here now. Because, like, I think it could have been a really cool story. And I thought about why I don't think we would ever get it in last video, but... What? I recorded that on Monday. It's literally been 4 days. 2 days after I said it, we got this. Obviously, like... And I don't watch spoilers. So, like, this is not something I've seen for, like, spoiler content. And obviously they didn't, like, this has been in the works for a while, obviously, but like, what? What? Okay, 26th of July. The Foresters are another horse clan living in these parts, and I don't think I've ever had this much fun. It's easy to fall in love with their happy-go-lucky attitude and joyful way of life. Day in, day out, they roll around in their flower fields, splash in the lake, and relax in the beautiful glades of Winnie Valley. Simply put, they just enjoy the little things in life. While I did learn a lot about myself thanks to them, you could say that their carefree nature can be a little frustrating, as making plans or thinking about tomorrow is completely alien to their nature. Meeting them got me thinking about my own families as well, and maybe I have more in common with the Foresters than I thought. As you know, your dad and I met in the Ranger Academy, and after graduation, we were both posted to the Wildwoods, and the Jorvik Rangers quickly became our second family. It wasn't long until you came into the world, Maine. Lars, bless him, left the Rangers to raise you to York City so that I could stay. He knew that would make me happy, but my breaks were always too short, and it broke my heart every time I had to leave again. There's only so much you can say in a telegram or even on the telephone. I wish I could have been there for you all more. City life wasn't for me, at least that's what I told myself. So, like, she had a child? Wait. And then she disappeared? Forever? Oh no. Okay, we need to find more books. That is the point of the video, but oh my god. And I did at the very least remember to put my game in English today, so that's at least something for you guys. I mean, I could have just like logged off again and restarted recording, pretending I wouldn't have pretended. I'd been like, I found one already, but now I haven't. So, I mean, we're probably gonna have one by each clan, but there's only 3 clans. And there's supposed to be 5 books. So... like, yeah, this is all still Forester, or the Forest clan, like, area. This is a little bit, like, of the mystique, the mystery. I don't know what their English names are. Clan. Oh, there's probably one by the tree, right? There has to be one by the tree. I just want confirmation if she's in this tree or not. Like, this has been my theory since day one. And if that is true, I will be very happy. I don't know if I'll cry. I'm not really a crier. Okay, I don't think there is one by the tree. That's disappointing. Or, ooh, what are you doing up here? You're just chilling? Okay. You tricked me, Madeline. How dare you? It's not even her fault. It's literally me being like, what's this? What's that? What's that? Are you looking for something? Okay, these books are harder to find than I thought. Like, I guess I'm gonna go up to the warriors. But I feel like I've been everywhere where the mystiques are. And I have not found a single book. So... Like, the mystiques have to have a book, correct? They're gonna go up to the warriors this way. I have not done the new races with Athena, but I heard they give a lot of XP. So, like, I probably will do them soon. And I think that will be, you know, give me a reason to come hang out in what. There's a book! And that too has the tree on it. Okay. The Warriors. Written by Edith Oregon Hartwood. October 8th? 13th? It's been months since I last saw a human being. I've explored the northernmost reaches of the wildwoods where the warriors live. They're by far the wildest of the horse clans. Each of them strives to become the fastest and strongest. Every day they race around the wildwoods, traverse dangerous trails, and smash pots in their arena, All this is to build strength and resistance. They also perform drumming ceremonies by jumping on giant drums. I could almost still hear the booming sounds echo throughout the forest. It was an intense and breathtaking experience. There's a fine line between testing one's limits and recklessness. I spent most of my life keeping my desires in check and burying those dangerous dreams deep down. I didn't want to become like my parents, and I sure hope I was a swell mom. Now, like the warriors, I want to go bigger, faster. I want to see what's out there. There is still so much to discover about Jorvik, so many uncharted lands. Gee, who knows, maybe in the future my name, Edith Octavia Hartwood, will become as legendary as Mississippi Jones. My dearest Maine and Ohio, I hope the name Hartwood makes you proud. Whatever you do, don't let fear stop you from chasing your dreams. So does she have like 2 children? Cause like, was Ohio the husband? But I thought Lars was the husband. Cause like that's a name in Sweden. It's a male name. It's kind of like old school, like your grandparents, like your grandpa would be called Lars. That's kind of age category. So I don't know. I don't feel like they would be tucked away in like corners because they want players to find these books. Are they like in the collections? No, or no. We have characters, achievements, spiders, postcard lore library. Yeah, and we only have big bunnies here. The donkeys and Brissy's adventure. So there should be one for the Mystic clan. And then there should be 2 more books in here, I think. I think it said 5 books in Wildwoods. That's the thing from that quest. Like the druid one. If I can get down, I'm gonna see if I can get back up there. Wait, these are new, right? These are like leaf patches? Like, they look like little yoga mats. And this is the horse that's doing yoga. It's the Mystic Meditator. Right? I'm not wrong here, right? This is not the correct way. We're going here. I'm trying to remember how to get... Ah! Is it like... Yeah, it's down here. Yeah, no lore books here, but that makes sense, because this is quite like... When I say recent now, I don't mean like, oh, this is a recent release. It's a very old release at this point. But, like, timeline-wise, it happened many years after Edith Octavia Hartwood was here. So it's like lore-wise recent. It's like lore-wise, the story of the game is actually quite compact. Like, it's just, I think, like a couple of months so far at this point. It's supposed to be like, I think. Okay, I still feel like there should be a book. Like, if we don't have it by the Mystics clan, it needs to be somewhere else with like Mystic. And I feel like it would be weird for her not to write about the giant tree. Actually, wait, if my theory is correct and she is in the tree and that's why there's Pandoric stuff here, then the tree wouldn't have been special. when she got here. Or maybe the tree was special with Pandoric stuff and then she got just stuck in it. Then she would have written about it, I feel like. Otherwise, not that great of an explorer now, is she? I mean, half the time has gone and we found 2 books. I think I might have to put my phone on silent though, because people are trying to reach me. And I don't have time for that. I'm recording a video. That's important business. Like there's... I've been up here. And I have been over here too. At this point I'm like, should I look up coordinates? Should I? Okay, no, those are like soul writing lore books. I don't want those. Okay, I don't know. Since you can't really search on Instagram, it doesn't really help that people post them on there because I won't be able to find them now. Like at this point I'm like, do they mean that Redwood Point is Wildwoods too? It kind of technically is, but this is Redwood Point. This is Wildwoods to me. I feel like I can't just do a video with 2 books. That's like not that great of a video now, is it? And like this wouldn't have been back when she was either. Because the Gary's not that old. Oh right, there's this thing. Also from the quest. Would she have gone here? I don't think so. Oh, there's a star. But I'm not looking for stars, I'm looking for books. If you don't get books... I guess I'm gonna go down to Redwood Point and see if they mean that that is supposed to be Wildwoods too. Because I'm not sure. Like, I feel like I've been everywhere here. I'm trying to like get my timer back up so I can see it. Okay, so now like what would be a place in here if there were? I guess like the watchtower. Isn't there already like something there about Heartwood? We can just check it out anyway. It's a really cool structure. Okay. Come on, run. I should have worn... I didn't expect it to be like Edith Octavia Heartwood. I don't know why I didn't expect that, but I should have worn her clothes. But, you know. Yeah. No, there's nothing here. It's very, very high up. Very scary. I would be terrified up here. But I am I am scared of heights. So that makes sense. Like, I don't know what there would be here to like write about. Would there be one over by the like Ranger base? Is that it? I'm not sure. So let's see. So those are just, you know, normal blue sparkles. And these are just, you know, the stores. Because they should have strategic like placement. They're not going to be placed in random places. They're going to be placed where it makes sense, right? I'm gonna try one last thing. I think I can remember someone who... okay, I don't know which ones I have because these are just coordinates, but we're gonna look. So, X394. And Y143. So this is one is really high up. Like very high up. Like somewhere around there. So I was up there looking, right? Am I just blind? I mean, I have glasses, so like perfect vision, no, but blind? I'm allowed to drive a car without glasses. That's more than some of my friends. I mean, like, good vision isn't really a flex, though, but like... yeah, like, I'm legally allowed to, like, I don't require these glasses to drive a car. My vision is not that bad. In fact, I don't even, like, notice a difference when I take it off, except that in, like, 30 minutes I'm gonna have a headache. That's the only difference I notice. I don't, like, notice any other difference. With the fog, that looks kind of epic, that waypoint. I love this waypoint system. I feel like it's a quite forgotten feature, and, like, if you start playing today, you would never know it existed. Because I only know it existed because I remember when it was released and it was written about in the news. It is never explained in game that we have waypoints. And that you can place them. You place them by just pressing on the map where you want it. And then you remove it by either walking through it or right-clicking on the map. I doubt these exist on mobile though. I've never tried to create one on mobile, but I don't know how that would work. Maybe it's like if you press on the map, it appears, and then you can only remove it through, you know, walking through it. I was right there. You guys saw that. But, like, it might be just, like, that will not be placed exactly, so it's like, is it here? No. It's gonna be in this, like, general area, probably. I was too distracted by the yoga horse. The yoga horse. It's right here. It's right here. Okay. The Mystics. Written by Edith Octavia Hartwood. 23rd of May. Over the last few weeks, I got to know one of the horse clans that called these lands their home. They call themselves the Mystics, and after plenty of long and profound conversations, I believe they see me as their friend. Gee, talking horses, you ask. Well, this is Jorvik. Their manes and coats are of a vivid blue, although I don't know how that's a product of biology or their environment. This clan lives in close proximity to a large sequoia they call the Sentinel Tree. Well, it's the Sentinel, not the mother. There are a number of shrines in the area, and I've learned the Mystics have built them in its honor. They believe that everything is connected, and they live by those beliefs. Their days are dedicated to tending to their shrines, meditating on lush carpets, and pondering on the movements of the clouds and stars. They are spiritual and peaceful, a spiritual and peaceful clan, and I feel so thankful for the deep connections we now have. However, I have to admit that conversations with them can be a little hard to follow, as they tend to have their head in the clouds and lose track of things. Another thing is... Wait, I lost my train of thought as well. Never mind, why am I thinking about that awful Ashland expedition again? All of a sudden. Ashland mentioned? Old wounds don't heal easily, I guess. Growing up, I rejected everything that had to do with the name of Jones. Our famous ancestor, the itchy feet, the call for adventure. She's a Jones. Oh. Did she like change her name to Edith, or was she named Edith? And I guess like Heartwood could be because she married. I didn't want to be Edith Oregon Jones anymore. I changed my middle name to Octavia, and I took Lars's last name. So her husband is called Lars. Last name when we got married. I wanted you to have a regular, safe childhood. Did I succeed? I can only hope my best was good enough. Oh my god. Okay. Next one. 393, 171. So that's further down. So it's more like there. Okay, I was over there too. Let the record show. I was there. I just did not have my eyes on me, apparently. I am a disgrace to my profession. I mean, this is not my profession, but you know what I mean. Oh, I see. There is one by the tree. It's just... Okay, I think that one should have been like on a stump or something, because that is actually hard to see. Legends of the Wildwoods, written by Edith Oregon. Oh, Edith Oregon Heartwood. So she changed it back. November. The Horse clans have legends that describe how the Sentinel Tree came to be. According to their stories, the Wildwoods became the magic place it is today when Edine planted a seed in its forest. The clans also call it the Life Warden. The mystics even believe it to be sentient, and that it imbues the forest with light, life, and magic. This Life Warden is apparently not the only one of its kind. There are several ancient trees like it across Jorvik, and their roots spread far and wide below the entire island. I've been here for the better part of a year, but it feels like a decade. I have only scratched the surface of the Wildwoods, and at the same time I'm eager to see what lies beyond the horizon. Or should I travel north, towards the Ashland, following mother and father's footsteps after all? I'm not ready to say my farewells to my new friends here, and more than ever before, this forest is my home. One thing is for certain, I can't go back to the grey world. I won't. Maybe there's no point in writing these notes anymore. Will you ever get to read them? Lars, Maine, Ohio. I love you. Okay, so she might have gone north. Then, new theory, if Edith isn't the one in the tree, because I think, like, okay, they already believed it was sentient at that point, okay? Because my theory was that, like, the sentient part was Edith. But if the mystics already believed it to be sentient, when she was here, is Aideen in the tree? Because I have been one of those people since, like, day one I started playing this game. I believe, like, there's gonna be a reincarnation of Aideen. And I believe that we, the player, is the reincarnation. Because... that's why we have all four circles. There's a great, very old video at this point, but a great video by Northina, who like stopped making Starstable content in like 2017. So very old video. But she had this theory, and it's the same one I had from like even before I started playing, when I just was watching YouTube videos of this game, that it's not exactly like, oh, because she talks about like Aideen maybe had daughters, but like the lore now is that, oh, since like 2018 and the book came out, that she kind of like dispersed into the wild, and we're like the physical reincarnation, but that it also talks about like the girl shall return. And if this is one of the ancient trees, I can't remember their English name, with the roots connecting under the island. But this one is special. There is Pandoric stuff leaking out of it, as we can see. Is this the one? Is Aideen in this one? That's what I'm trying to get to. Like, is her spirit, when she dispersed into nature, is this where her spirit is like concentrated? I have not worked through this theory at all. It's just popped into my head. Okay. We found 4 books now. So we're technically only missing 1. So I'm just gonna see 376, 148. And 148. I think this might be... Yeah, oh, okay. We just hit 30-minute mark. I'm going to put a 15-minute timer now. Because we're not done yet. I did start it right. Yeah, I did. Good. So that's the Warriors one. We've read that one. Then we have 398, 198. So 98 was like down here. And 3... I think that's probably the Forester one. So then it's the 384, 219. So 2, that was like... very far down south. And then 384. This looks like it's outside Wildwoods in Redwood Point. But yeah, okay, so like, let's just go to Redwood Point. That's... oh, let's get the recyclable. So yeah, I mean, I was correct in that there would be one by the tree. I just thought it was gonna be closer to the tree. So yeah, I mean, Edith could still be, like, she could have been sucked into the tree. I mean, she was never seen again, but I mean, if she had gone over the mountains to... I mean, this gets to the left to see, like, did she write the other books, the other 8 ones that are dispersed around Jorvik? Because now I'm gonna go see, like, is there one in, like... there is a book here, I totally missed it. Is there one in... like, Dino Valley? Okay. That Yearning for Adventure, written by Edith Octavia Hartwood. 20th of March. I can't quite believe it myself. I ventured into the unknown lands north of Redwood Point. What we call the Wildwoods. They say no one has visited this part of Jorvik for centuries, not even the Jorvik Rangers, and it certainly feels that way. I found a narrow gap to the west, but I can hardly recommend that route to anyone. In the middle of South Lake, there seem to be the remnants of an old bridge, but it doesn't look like it was built by human hands. It looks as if it has grown there. This is so fascinating and mysterious. These old bones haven't felt this excited for decades. Maybe one of you may find these notes one day, and when that day comes, I really hope you'll understand. It's true what they say, that deep yearning for adventure and exploration does run in the family. But after what happened to my parents, I must have buried all of that deep down. I think I was 8 or 9 years old when they died. Now you're all grown up, and since your dad passed away, things haven't been the same. I feel it's time I face my fears head on and reclaim my heritage. There's Jones blood running through my veins, our veins. There's no doubt about it. Okay, yeah. So I feel like her parents were lost in the Ashlands. Okay. I want to see, like, I don't have a lot of time left. Like 10 minutes on this timer. I want to see if I can find some more. And I have a strong feeling about Dino Valley. I don't know if it's true. I don't know if it will give me anything. But I feel like there has to be something, maybe by Edith's parents or something, left to the entrance of Ashland. So we're gonna go to... Let's go to Isengate. I think that's the closest. There are only 2 trailers in Dino Valley. Maybe there's one by Isengate, actually. We need to check this. Okay. There's so much interesting stuff that could be done with the cultures. Not upset that they were removed, because they were initially based on hurtful stereotypes about indigenous people, like the Inuit. And they were removed because they wanted... if they're gonna return, they want them to be in a way that is not stereotypical and hurtful, which I think is good. And I really don't think there is any other opinion to that. I think I feel like it's fair to be like, I feel like we want more. Well, it's been a while since I got a dangerous fall. How suitable it was on video. I promise I've been playing this game for almost a decade. But I mean, it is kind of like, you obviously have to get to that point once. Like back in the day, you could get that. I mean, that's not even a dangerous fall. That's like, we used to, back in the day, dangerous fall was a thing. If you like jumped from too high of a place, you would get your screen would go red and it would say you had a dangerous fall. And then you would like be back from where you like jumped, if you like jumped off a ledge or something. And sometimes you would get that for the dumbest things, like accidentally running into something, because the physics of this game is a bit interesting. Ooh, oh. I mean, don't mind me. Don't mind if I do. Archaeology is always a good idea in Dino Valley. Okay, this one has arrived. But when you got that one I got, where you got sent home, we refer to that as dying. A little bit extreme, but we did. Oh, is there one like maybe... Could we have one with Denver, the dinosaur? The Leroplerodon? I don't know what that is in English, but I'm gonna keep saying it in Swedish. Leroplerodon. Ooh. Okay. Okay, I don't know. I feel like there could be a lot of lore in Dino Valley. Well, there is a lot of lore. Okay, if there isn't one by Ashlands, we need to go check on what's it called? On Isendal. That's the one. With Ice Witch. That is something I kind of miss. Like, sure, a lot of people are like, there's so many like crumbs that was left in lore before they have done nothing with. Like loose threads of lore. But I do rather, like, I would rather see what they did back then, where they would like not be scared of like giving us lores that they had no like time to work on, than, or, you know, for the coming decade, than like not having anything at all. It doesn't look like we have anything over here. No, we don't. Over there we have the Ashlands. I'm gonna grab this one while we're here, and we just got a bunch of trash. It's been so long. I used to, for a while when I was younger, do like Dino Valley archaeology every day. I don't do that anymore. Like, what other places do we feel like there would be a lore book? Maybe Silverglade Castle. We're still gonna go check on the Ice Witch in Isendal. But I'm trying to, like, think of where else we could go. And I'm feeling like Silverglade Castle is surely one. Fort Pinta also has a lot of lore. And if not for Pinta, then, like, there's Stones Abbey, there is Jon Jarl's like grave vault. There's a bunch of like stuff in Valedale, like the rune circle. There is, what's it called? I mean, there's Fort Maria, but I feel like there's already a lot of lore on Fort Maria. This is one of the big mysteries back in the day. No. Okay, I'm gonna call for pickup. And then we're gonna go to Silverglade. Because I want to see if there is something in Silverglade Castle. Silverglade Village. Come on, don't disappoint. Give me Silverglade family lore. I also think it's interesting that the Baroness of Silverglade has a castle. Like FYI, Baron is one of the lowest ranking noble like titles. Like, that is not high up on the nobility list. That's just like, I think there's like Sir and Dame, that's the lowest, then it's Lord and Lady, and then it's Baron and Baroness. Like that's pretty low on the nobility scale, if I remember correctly. So yeah. No civil. Okay, maybe there'll be one in like the library. I feel like we need readable books in the library. That's something that this game has been missing. There's supposed to be 8 books scattered around Jorvik. So yeah, I don't know where they're supposed to be. We're gonna go to the library. Like, I want Silverglade, like old Silver. I don't want to know more. Like, I know that the Baroness was married to John Sands, and that wouldn't be in a book because they tried to burn the evidence. Like, we had to go to Fairgrove to find that. But I want to know about like old Silverglade. Like, how do they have a castle when they're barons? That is not castle level money. Like, if they were dukes and duchesses, I would be like, yeah, that's castle, because like dukes often have direct ties to like royalty. But a baron and a castle, like, there has to be like at one point they were like higher up on the nobility scale, right? Like a baron does not have a castle. A manor, yeah, sure, but they're lower nobility. Like, this manor, yeah, makes sense. The castle? No. I think it made sense back with the old textures, when the old castle was really, really like run down or ruggedy. Like, yeah, maybe that. But this is a nice castle. Like, how did the Silverglade family came in possession of a castle? Were they dukes and duchesses once, and then like something happened and they're like got a lower title? I don't know enough about nobility. Like, sure, I live in a monarchy. I'm from Sweden, which is a constitutional monarchy. But Sweden has like never really had a proper nobility. Not the way they have in like England. So like where there were people with like noble titles, they just lived a little bit fancier than the other people. In most cases, they're definitely like the people closest to like the king would have it better, but and definitely had it better than average people, but like not in the way when you look at like British royalty or royalty, nobility, where they have these big manors, very very few noble lines, basically any, if I have understood my history correct. So that's, you know, how did a mere baroness, and that is the second timer, end up in possession of a castle? That's a very good question. How do you think the Silverglade family came into possession of not just a manor, but a castle? And I feel like this is where I'm going to end the video. I didn't find any of the other lore books, and obviously I needed help. I actually used the coordinates on Odd Cooling's Instagram story to find the ones I couldn't find myself, which was, you know, most of them. But yeah, if you have found any of the other lore books, please let me know. I want to find more of them. I want to know all the lore. I love lore. I love it. Tell me, how do you think the Silverglade family got a castle? And tell me, how do you think the sentient tree works? Are you like me and think Edith? Because like it could have been Edith Octavia Hartwood, like they just thought it was sentient and then became sentient because it got her sentience. Or it could be, you know, Aideen, or it could be that it actually isn't sentient, or that, you know, it's just like a Pandoric thing, or I don't know. I want to know your theories. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please consider leaving a like and, you know, commenting. And if you want to see more videos from me, feel free to subscribe. I post videos every Tuesday and Friday, mostly Starstable videos, but I do a little bit of other things like Sims every now and again. So yeah, if that sounds interesting, please subscribe, and I guess I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye!